Yo, what's up, guys? It's Beat Up 44 and Brandon with College Hoops 24/7 on Twitter. Back with we're gonna look at the Big East tournament here, a league that has been wild all season long, turmoil all over this conference. And what about those DePaul Blue Demons? I mean, this is a team that's really come on of late, wreaking havoc. I wouldn't consider it upsets, dude. This team is like legit. Mike Strauss, they got that dude Reed, Ulumbulu or whatever his name is. They got some cagey guards and Eli Kane and Cage. This team is tough, man. Uh, Dave Leto's got this team playing some big time ball at the right time in the season. This is the 10 seed, the worst team in this conference based off standings. But I don't see it, dude. Mike Strauss is playing at an All American level. This dude's a gamer, can knock down the three. One of the best players in the Big East, hands down. But as we look at the matchups here, 8-9 Butler Providence. Butler's a team. We lost Keelan Martin, Kamir Baldwin back, a team that's struggled all year. Providence, Ed Cooley. This is in the Garden. I mean, dude, Providence is tough in there. Should be a fun matchup. The 1 seed Nova, go figure. I mean, Nova and Marquette to finish the season were just absolutely abysmal. They they finished the season terribly. St. John's, they're going to face off against DePaul. Not too long ago, they just got, I wouldn't say whooped, but DePaul handled them pretty easily in the last matchup. Seton Hall, Georgetown, Miles Powell going up against a young Georgetown team that's coming off a big win over Marquette. Uh, Pretty much saved their turn. Like Georgetown coming off a mauling to DePaul, a team that had been, I think, I don't know, DePaul, man, they really scare me in this tournament. I like them a lot. But Georgetown Seton Hall should be a great game in the 4-5 matchup. Xavier team has struggled early in the year. Now they get this Creighton team. Both teams playing decent basketball. Creighton with that win over Marquette. That should be. I mean, this is going to be a wide open tournament. This league has so much parity in it. Villanova, Marquette, not two standout top tier teams in the league. I mean, Marcus Howard probably the best player in the league. But let's look at the matchups here. Providence Butler 8-9 matchup. I love Providence in the Garden. Ed Cooley motivates his team. This Butler team struggled. Kamir Baldwin's going to have to do too much. I like Providence to get to the matchup against Villanova. 7-10, DePaul, St. John's. St. John's, Shamori Pons. And other than that, dude, this team does not execute well at all. It's a one-on-one basketball club. As for DePaul playing the best basketball of their season, Mike Strauss is playing at an All-American level. Big East Player of the Year caliber level. They're big on the block. They have guards who can play well and manage a game. Dave Leto's got this team playing good ball. I love DePaul in this game to pull the upset and get to the game against Marquette. As for the 4-5 Creighton versus Xavier, both these teams have found a little bit of a groove of late. But I think the Creighton guard play could be the difference. Alexander, Mintz, Zagorski, Mitch Bullock, Crimple down low. I mean, I think this Creighton team and Doug McDermott will execute and get this win over the 4 seed Xavier, who's been playing a lot better of late. But I think Creighton executes better and gets this win. And the 2-10 matchup, DePaul and Marquette. DePaul, man, I feel something in this ball club. 10 seed, like I said, they've been playing well of late. It's not like Marquette is anything special. Marcus Howard, awesome player. Sam Hauser, but other than that, this team is not. Other than Hauser and Howard, they don't know where their scoring's coming from. Down the block, Theo, John, solid, but I mean, they have no back to the basket scores. So I'm gonna go DePaul in here to pull the shocker over the 2 seed Marquette. I just think some magical run is about to happen in the Garden for DePaul. They have this momentum. They feel it. Marquette's going backwards. I think Marcus Howard's going to score, but I think DePaul clamps down and plays a big-time ball game. Villanova Providence, it's March. Villanova, Jay Wright, Ed Cooley. This team isn't the same Providence team from years past. I think Nova has enough in Bridges and Pascal, and Samuels has been stepping up his late as well. So I really like Nova. I mean, this could be an 8 to 10 point game, but I think Nova's going to control it. Providence is going to put up a fight, but at the end of the day, too much Nova. It's March. And the 3-6 Seton Hall, Miles Powell, dude. This dude has been clutch all season for Seton Hall. Georgetown, a young athletic team on the rise. Great point guard play out of Kenjo. Govan on the block. This game could go either way for me. But I'm going to go Miles Powell, dude. This dude is a playmaker, game changer in March. I think he hits big shots in the guard. He lives for games like this. This is the games he lives for. So Seton Hall takes down Georgetown. Miles Powell too much in the guard. So that sets up the semifinal between Nova Creighton and DePaul, Seton Hall. DePaul, dude. DePaul, I think the magic runs out here. I just really love Miles Powell in the Garden. Kevin Willard, this team's overachieved. Just a well-coached team. Kevin Willard, one of the more underappreciated coaches with what he's done at Seton Hall. I think he is due to get hired for a bigger, more prime-time job with the job he's done up there to turn that basketball program around. But it won't be easy against DePaul, but I think 3 games in 3 days could wear on them. And I give Seton Hall the advantage and Miles Powell big time in the Garden. Nova Creighton. Interesting game. This Creighton team's hungry for a tournament bid. They came out of late. This Nova team, not like the Nova teams of the past, but Nova's always tough in the Garden. And I look for them to squeak this one out over a game, Creighton Blue Jay Ball Club, who's been playing well of late. And the title game, Big East title game, Nova, Seton Hall, Madison Square Garden. Both these teams know what it's like to win here. I know what it's like to get the job done. Miles Powell, Bridges, great guard matchup. Pascal on the block. This is a Seton Hall team that's gritty, tough. Beat Kentucky in the non-conference. Miles Powell makes big shots, but I think execution-wise, I think Villanova gets enough and finds a way to cut down the nets in Madison Square Garden and win the 2019 Big East title. But that is my 2019 Big East tournament breakdown. Hopefully you liked it. I got Villanova, Seton Hall in the final. Villanova taking it down. Stay tuned to my channel for more of these videos, and hit me. Check out my Twitter, College Hoops 24/7. Brandon, thank y'all for watching, and stay tuned. And it's gonna be one hell of a March Madness.